Hello and welcome to UK Versus. As the wide-eyed people of the watching the video can see from the backgrounds, we've got something very special happening now. But for Richard who can't see this, roll me perception.
And that one.
That one. We're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's a bit early for that, isn't it?
It is, but we are a month away from Critical Role Heroes of Exandria. And the wonderful people over at UVS Games have sent us an exclusive reveal for us to put out there, and we couldn't be more grateful for that.
Mhm.
UVS Games, a great place to get your multi-battle IPs going. Check out, that's February 28th up until release on March 7th. Signing up early gets you additional points to use for rewards, and you'll get access to the Stinging Blade pre-release card, as well as a first look at these cards before release. Go check it out now, find a store near you, and find out, is it game night yet? Richard, how hyped are you for Critical Role?
I've played D&D since I was probably 14 or 15, I guess, and have always been a bit of a fantasy head. So although I don't really know Critical Role, I can quite happily jam with a fantasy D&D sort of setting. Generally sort of go towards the cleric-y, slightly darker character classes I tended to. So this character looks pretty exciting to me.
Well, do you know much about Dunamancers?
I don't know what a Dunamancer is. No, that was going to be one of my first questions is, what the heck is a Dunamancer?
So let's get into our reveal, and we can talk a little bit about what a Dunamancer is, as well as what the card actually does. So we have Essek Thelyss, expert Dunamancer, who is a master of druidic magic. Wait, no, that's wrong. Give me a second. Essek Thelyss, expert Dunamancer, a master of time, space, and gravity magic. Resident bad boy who was introduced originally as a villainous, neutral, evil character voiced by the amazing Matt Mercer. But thanks to the I can fix him attitude of resident talented mage Caleb, was able to warm up that drow heart, show him that people are not so bad, which is a hell of a feat for Caleb. And their relationship is going strong as they spend their time together. Essek Thelyss is a 7-hand, 19 health, gorgeous looking hot boy war criminal on these cards. Mage response, once per turn and tenacious. Remove one action from your discard pile. After a player makes a check to play a card, they recheck. Enhance, commit, your spell attack gains echo on the chaos, void, and water symbols. Love this. Absolutely love this. I love that if you're going first and you check an action, you can force your opponent to recheck on their first build. I love that's one of my favorite things. I play Vega, I played Shigaraki 3, and this just sits very well in there. This is a glass cannon of I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to see if it works, but then I am defenseless. I've got a once, and let's go. It does what Duplicitous Attack did for Jester in giving something echo, but that was a combo. And you can still play it with this. It looks like a very cool spell character. Looking at that manipulation of time, getting to play your spells again. That manipulation of time where you go, okay, you pass this check to block my attack, check it again. Or they go, yeah, you pass that check to play your attack that's going to kill me, check it again. Love that because you burn through Godzilla's check bonuses, you burn through bonuses to block checks. It's so very cool. And on its symbols, we know Chaos can be incredibly defensive, we know Void can be incredibly controlling, and we know that Chaos and Water at the moment are so good at cheating momentum. This is an absolute solid card in my opinion.
Yeah, he's really cool. I think, to me, the first sort of exciting thing was the fact it's the Void symbol, and I love the Void symbol, so I'm really glad that's coming back. He obviously's got some gates in there, right? So you need to play with a certain amount of actions. Ideally, some way of kind of getting them in your discard pile through some sort of self-mill or something. And also you need to be playing a good amount of spell attacks, because like giving an attack echo once per turn is almost sort of, if you've got the momentum, making yourself an 8-hander for the turn, right? Because you're effectively drawing an extra attack. So like your big boom boom, you get to just say, actually, no, we're going to go again. It's got echo. And sometimes you like, that check, I think that's going to be the skill in this character, is knowing when to use it. Because if it was just once per turn, tenacious, do the thing, you would just do it all the time. Like, okay, I checked a 3 when I need a 5, let's recheck and just YOLO, or just do it YOLO on the opponent's turn. But because you have that cost embedded in having to remove an action, it's really that skill testing of when do I use these resources of like the 2, 1 to 3 actions maybe I've got in my discard pile to use that effect. I'd imagine, like just reading between the lines on the character, there's going to be some amount of maybe check hacking, something like that. I don't know.
But let's take a quick look at the actual card. The amazing, gorgeous art of here. I think this is more bespoke, but it could be from the comics, as a lot of art has come from the comics. I'm loving the purples and the reds that go well with the drow skin tone and hat and hair color. Fitting his name, in all honesty, as Hot Boy. You would not suspect this was a war criminal that was just wanted in 22 countries.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a drow. That's sort of what they're like.
Whoa. I will not stand for any drow slander in this house, sir. I am a simp for drows, and I am all in on it. Hot Boy, I didn't even know this guy existed. I haven't met him, but as soon as I meet him, I'm going to be barking. But
okay,
looks beautiful, but snap decision. Looking at his card, looking at his abilities, give it a grade.
Man, he's going to be a tough one to grade. I would sort of give him maybe around like a B. Like he doesn't scream hugely powerful to me, and my concern is he doesn't have huge amount of defense on face with it being a 19 health character, but he might be able to be very aggressive with that giving a spell echo. Like, if you've got something awesome like in his kit to then give echo and do again, he gets to play with some of the sort of played from other zone stuff. And I'd imagine there's going to be parts of kit which is going to be messing around with checks. That seems to be what he's doing, right? That kind of time travel, messing around with time is like, oh no, you checked this, no, you didn't. And maybe there's things that key off making a recheck, right? So like a response, when someone rechecks a card, add +1 or -1 to the check, the new check, things like that. Like a bit sort of Deidoro Sakaki wise, right? With what he was doing a lot of recheck stuff. But he's going to want momentum out the wazoo. So things like cremation on chaos will be really good in him. Although the health is going to be quite costly in a 7-hander. But I suspect he'll be aggressive and just want to use that recheck to buy himself an opening, buy himself a turn to then sort of finish off or get that kind of kill shot on the opponent. But yeah, he looks really, really cool.
It does depend on what kind of spells we do get, but we are seeing a lot more spells out there. We have already seen an Earth spell action, so we might be getting seeing some more spell support. But I love the look of this card. I think Zoe Hitch and the team did a great job with the art of Essek, and I'm really excited to see what his long-term partner Caleb's going to be able to do. Go check out the other content creators. There's going to be loads floating around. They're going to be coming out for the remainder of the week, and Caleb is one of my favorite characters at the moment. And the fact that I've had this kind of spoiler as to his future, is warmed my heart. I'm really excited to see what's going on. I'm really excited to get my hands on and give this guy a try. But I think we'll call it there.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, from an art perspective, they obviously look really, really cool. Both this and the other ones we've seen. I'm really excited to see what they do for like the alternate arts as well for some of these, and maybe like chromes, things like that. So if this is like the basic art, I just want to see what the sort of the alternate treatments and like the upgraded treatments look like.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to cut off there. Go check out the other content creators. Go find out where they're going and check out the master list that will be on the UVS website. Keep up to date with reveals as they come out. For those taking part in the EU Nationals this weekend and NA Nationals the weekend after, best of luck. And if you're facing me or Richard, just scoop. And the big question that we'll leave it on is it game night yet? Goodbye.
Toodaloo.